This conference will now be recorded.
Hello, I'm Lauren Satterwhite with the NC Medicaid EHR Incentive Program. After you've submitted your attestation on NC MIPS, we need a few documents from you before we can fully process your attestation. Every EP needs to send us via email the signed attestation summary pages, the meaningful use summary page, the CQM summary page, and a CQM report directly from your EHR showing that you met the CQMs that you attested to. The CQM report does need to come directly from your EHR, and if you don't know how to run that report, contact your EHR vendor. And on that CQM report, make sure it has your full name, your NPI, and that way we know that the CQM data belongs to you. You, as the attesting EP, need to physically sign and date the attestation. E-signatures and stamps are not allowed. Your signature is confirmation that you have reviewed all the information and have confirmed that the information is true, accurate, and complete. Another note about the signature date. Make sure when you date it that the date does not precede the date of the most recently submitted attestation. So if you submit the attestation on February 1st, the signature date should be February 1st or later. And if you withdraw and resubmit, this still applies. So you need to re-sign and redate the attestation summary, MU summary, and CQM summary pages. You can print a copy of the entire attestation either from the print, sign, send page immediately after you submit your attestation on NC MIPS, or you can always print a copy of the entire attestation from the status page on NC MIPS at any time after you submit. If you update any information on NC MIPS and need to withdraw and reattest or resubmit your attestation, if you update your EHR certification number, payee NPI, or your name on CMS's RNA system, we will need a complete newly signed attestation packet. So go to the status page, reprint the entire attestation packet, and email it to ncmedicaid.hit@dhhs.nc.gov. If you're a PA, physician assistant, you need to provide documentation that you're working at a PA-led FQHC or RHC. So you'll need to send us a memo on your practice letterhead specifying which of the 3 requirements you meet. And for these 3 requirements and more information about what information is required on the memo, you can go to our program website or on the attestation guide. And you may elect to send us your license information, but it is not required. EPs have 120 days after the end of the calendar year, to submit their attestation for the program year. This is our tail period. So that means EPs do have until April 30th, 2021 to submit an attestation for program year 2020. However, we highly encourage you to submit your attestation well in advance of the end of the tail period to give us time to review the attestation and to give yourself time to address any attestation issues that we may find. Once the attestation tail period has ended, you won't be able to correct any of those issues in NC MIPS. We guarantee to review your attestation if it's we guarantee to review your attestation before the close of program year 2020 if you submit on or before February 28th, 2021. If you submit after that date, there is no guarantee that we'll be able to review your attestation, and we may not be able to conduct outreach and let you know that there are discrepancies. So submit early so you have time to address any issues. Keep all attestation documentation for at least 6 years. Every EP is subject to be audited for at least 6 years post-attestation. So if you have system-generated reports, screenshots of data, patient-level documentation, anything proving that your PV and MU data are true and accurate, anything that you use on the attestation, go ahead and keep it. You will need to demonstrate where you got your numbers from, and keep in mind the information that you're attesting with needs to come from an auditable data source. The websites that I referenced in this webinar will be provided as a link below. If you ever don't know what to submit, check the attestation guide for more information. It gives you a list of what you need to submit. And always you can email our help desk at ncmedicaid.hit@dhhs.nc.gov. We're always happy to help. Thanks for tuning in today, and please let us know if you have any questions.